Hello everyone! Today we will paint the still life with the fruits with the real models. For the first step, bring any fruits which you have at home in the moment. So in my case it's bananas, apples and oranges. Please pay attention, some of them are in the plate and some of them are outside. Also prepare please A3 format aquarelle paper, watercolor paper, brushes, watercolor set and of course water. Now the second step. I'm looking on my models and I draw first of all the big plate, the oranges which are lying there, the pineapple, bananas, and on the first plan I display this banana and apple, and you draw with the pencil your fruits. The next step, I start to paint my still life, and I start with the backgrounds. Here you see wooden background and here you see fabric background. So I start with one of them. Don't make the background too bright, because this is not the main thing in our still life. Add more water, use big brush and do it more transparent, because the main models in our picture are fruits. For the next step I will paint this fabric. This is more brighter than wooden background and I use bright red, but I must be very attentive about this border because it's still wet, and if I come to this border everything will mix together. So I start not too close to the wet border, and of course I don't paint this area where I want to replace banana and apple.
You can pay attention. Around the stuff you can see the shadows. Till your watercolor area is wet, add some dark colors like blue or black, but not too dark. And paint around this shadow. So make this area darker to show the weight of the object. And always shadows looking in the same direction, there or here. Ask yourself, where from comes the light? In my case, it comes from left, so the shadow goes to right. So my background is ready.
After those steps, all of your paper is wet. You can wait till it will be dry, or you can use hair dryer like I do in my case. So now all my background is dry and I start to paint the banana and apple on the first plan. And I ask myself, what is darker, the background or the fruit? Of course, in my case, it is banana. So I use very light yellow to paint the banana. And don't forget about the shadow. So, and now I move to the apple. Apple is also lighter than the fabric, than the background. And you can see on the apple some stripes, some differentiation of the colors. So I try to show it on my picture. Please pay attention, I add some black for the small details. You can do the same because the black is very strong and bright color. Use it in very small dose. And now I move to the oranges in the plate. Oranges are orange. And oranges are really very bright and has very clean form. Here I have 3 oranges close to each other, and I will paint it like one orange spot, like a big orange spot. And of course each orange has a shadow. Pay attention. We always must not to forget about shadows. So here and here the second and here the third. So and I again dry it with a hair dryer. Now my oranges are dry and I move to the bananas in the plate. They are light yellow. Always be attentive about the borders of other colors, because if something will be wet, the colors will mix in together and I don't think you like it. And the nose, the black nose of banana. And now I'm ready to paint the apple. So dark red apple. It's dark, almost like black. And I move to this form. And here I must to dry. So I dried the yellow area for not to mix in together red and yellow. And here I make apple. Very, very dark red. If I want to make something dark, I use the colors almost without water. Very, very bright and thick layer of color. So, and if you pay attention, inside my plate has dark orange color and I want to show it. But of course for this target I need a really small brush. Now my still life is almost ready. But the only thing what I want to finish, this is the white plate. Because this white plate also has a shadow and I didn't show it. So for the shadow I use light gray, very, very light, because the color of this plate is white. And I show the shadow with a big brush, with a lot of water. I show the round form of my plate. And with this step I finished my picture. Now I like it.